1, 2, 3. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Yeah.
Okay, 9/11. Today's almost International Day of Happiness. Earlier we're joined by the Cardiff City manager, Neil Warnock. We asked Neil, what makes him happy?
When the team play well and the fans go, after a match when I'm sat in the slipper bath and still have my cup of tea, you think about the kids going home with their granddads and grandmas and how talking about the match, and it still doesn't change.
Al, let me just ask you this question. Have you ever had a cup of tea in the bath?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
It doesn't go, does it? Hot and hot?
Yeah.
You've got to have a cold one, ain't you?
Oh.
Well, iced tea.
Cup of tea in the bath? Coffee in the bath?
No.
Yeah,
I've never heard that before.
I don't know about slipper bath.
I'm not too sure about cup of tea in a bath. No.
Oh, are you in there with Peroni?
You had a cup of tea in the shower?
In there with Peroni?
Well, we used to have that after games. At Arsenal, Highbury, we used to have 8, 9 separate baths. Because they had a big bath as well, but you had separate baths. And after the game, you go in, have a soak, and the kit man would come out with cans of lager. And we'd all have a beer in the bath. We're sitting there talking about the game. So, again, that
have
does...
a beer in the bath?
Yeah, of course you would.
What sort of examples that to the younger players?
This was the early 90s, El. That's when you could do it. And then you go into the players' lounge, have a few more with the opposition.
Anyone in the bath with a fag on?
No, never. A lot of guys didn't smoke. But a few of the foreign guys did.
That's what I mean. So did they not have a bath?
Well, this is the early 90s, though. We didn't have many foreign players then. We only had John Jensen. He likes a cigarette. And Anders Limpar at the time. And then Patrick Vieira come in and all the French guys, and they liked a cigarette, some of them. But they didn't drink. They had they'd rather have an espresso and a cigarette. Where we used to have a big bath. What?
You stayed away from the big bath.
No, I'd always single bath would be better, wouldn't it?
Well, the old
did you go in? Did you go in a big bath?
In the old days, everyone did.
We did when we was at Wembley and we won finals. We'll jump in and have a celebration. You had a bottle of champagne.
That little winger you had used to be the model.
Who? Who's that? Freddie Lundberg. What about it?
I bet he get in the big bath. 9:14.
What are you trying to say?
Is it okay to have a cup of tea in the bath? 08717 22 33 44.
Oh. Splish splash, take 1. 1, 2, 3. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Yeah, rubbed up, just relaxing in the tub, thinking everything was alright. Well, I stepped out the tub, I put my feet on the floor. I wrapped the towel around me and I opened the door. And then a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going?